Hello and welcome to my Let's Play of Navarre, an extended timeline mod. We're going to be starting in 1070 AD. You can only start in AD anyway, which is in between the time of the Holy Roman Empire and Stamford Bridge. I think this is one of the points where Navarre is in a position where it can actually reliably survive in the hands of a moderate player. Now, I'm going to be playing with random New World. My settings for that are going to have the uncommon, all that, text, that I don't want on. I'll have historical nations on off, and no, I'm not using custom nations. AI difficulty normal, difficulty regular. So either way, should just be a pretty standard game. Now, I know there's bugs with Ironman. Must be set to historical. No. I'd sort of not want that, because, you know, it's a little unfair. And I think Castile would get it even now. And I'd just basically guarantee them to break away from Leon. But either way, in the current situation Navarre is in, they start with 3 provinces. Now, only one neighbour has 3 provinces. There's a massive neighbour to the north, and the neighbour to the west is a vassal of someone. So either way, I need to get a little more troops, and just generally grow the size of Navarre. Since if you can expand more aggressively than them, you can get out of the position that they're in. So I'm going to build another cav and some housecarls. Would France be interested in an alliance? No, not really. They have too many diplomatic relations already, apparently. Where's that going? They hate me. They are not really bothered. They're not bothered. And then there's the Stories, which are just Muslim nations, which are never going to like me, so I have to seek allies. The thing is, France, who I would want to be an ally, is a little far in terms of how much they like me. Oh wait, I didn't mean to click that. So France is going to like me the most. Otherwise, I think I'm on my own for now. So my king's a good administrator, moderate diplomat. Seems to be okay from there. I'm going to rival the 3 that I can rival. Get it out the way. And I might develop the provinces to be able to put myself on a similar footing. So let's see. Let's go to speed 3. Begin playing. Corkbot stop. Whatever. So it'll cost at least 124 points in my capital. What's this here? Local autonomy. So I could push my capital up in development. The advantage is attacking into any of my terrain would be very damaging. But yeah, everyone else seems to have better developed provinces, hence why I want an ally of some sort, such as France. Now, I'm not sure if I'll be able to get the royal marriage. Like, if they wanted to ally with Lotharingia, it's really going to push them a little far over their limit, but it does not matter to me. If I can get that alliance, I think I can quite reliably say I'm going to win in some areas. So, the position Navarre starts in doesn't enable it to support as large armies as its neighbours. However, if you do defend, you can do it well. Anyway, I'm going to increase this in my capital. Monthly tax income has gone up. which enables me to support the army a little better, though not quite fully. I'll increase wherever place has the cheapest development, that's where it's going to go. This also has the production of iron, that has wool, and this has wool. Iron is more valuable, so this here will be okay as well. So let's see. If I can manage to get an alliance with them. Now they have Normandy and Anjou as vassals, and I'd imagine once these get annexed, things happen. So they're allied with this, which is basically the Netherlands. And I think this is the period where the Fatimid Caliphate, which is a Shia Caliphate, was at the height of its power. But they've got a pretty strong Byzantines to compensate. Abbasids do exist, but they're a tiny state over there. So this gives monthly income. So that puts it a little closer to positive. I can suffer that tiny loss. So these guys, they're probably gonna have some issues. So the Muslims are also ahead in Texi, which does make attacking them a little harder. They get infantry shock. Seems they also have new units. Definitely. They don't have more morale, but they don't have access to that or that either, so that's good. But they have no more morale, but they do have a little bit more shock in things. Yep, a little bit more shock. Yeah, a little more fire too, so their units do fight more effectively than ours. Which could be a bit painful, but either way, I'm going to blitz down the technology that I can get. I am going to begin fabricating on them. France seems to be getting pretty decent relations. I still have another 50 to go. I do think I can get this royal marriage. And if I get the royal marriage, I think I'd be able to get an alliance. And if I get the alliance, I should be able to use them to Rolf Stomp this immediate region. Which I think would be quite nice. So, you are an administrator, balanced. Now, the worst situation would be them uniting a nation here. And the Umayyads are still stubbornly holding on here, but they're split up a little. So that could be a nice little advantage to take note of. Act of uniformity, just get that. Declaration of that and that. Lose some military power, but gain prestige. It's not really that much. Now I can form Spain. Oh, what? Are you fucking kidding? We needed a shake-up anyway. That's like some of the biggest bullshit I've heard all day. That's a pretty shit event. Like, there's no way to avoid it, and it just happens. You can't do anything, it is there. Now they have allied with Granada, that's pretty damn bad. So how close is this? Getting closer. Perhaps when they're preparing their little freedom war against Leon, since I imagine it may happen, I could perhaps ninja some land from them. Should I keep on focusing on that, or should I get this? Because morale of armies and discipline is very important, and... Are you fucking kidding? Wow. This game does not like us. Well, shit. Horrid, that was. Well, that's pretty horrible. Because that... I got lost the stability, and I'm like, okay. So I just put in an event. Then suddenly my monarch dies. I'm not sure how old he was, I wasn't checking, but at least I've got an heir who's a 344, so above average, pretty damn good. Gonna have to get stability back up as soon as possible, because I do not like the looks of what happens when it is not below 0. Let's say 1 there, whoops. Well, if I have this, the chances for an alliance are shooting up dramatically if I get a royal marriage. I can't get a navy. Yet my national traditions are aimed at a navy. Like, what is this? Look. Naval force limit modifier, light ship cost. I haven't got a coastline. Like, whoa. Game, please. I think it's just the provinces being modified in this. So, very close here. France is very close to being a royal marriage. That'll probably change your attitude from neutral to a more favourable type. Presumably, anyway. So, let's see. Speed 4, just in case something does happen. The offensive policy I've got enacted. That will heavily assist with things. What's the other policy I could activate that looks quite good? This here, leadership policy, land leader shock. Like, that is one of the best policies you could have. So do these guys have any policies activated? No. I know the AI does use policies, but just not often. Okay, I'll just use the policies then. Get a free advantage. Then, again, I could have activated it at war. So, the royal marriage will happen very soon. At least one more positive than negative. We currently have 0. So, royal marriage away. Yes. So now, that has put the alliance pretty close. But it seems France is still not really interested. They cite conquest as their reason for this. Then again, maybe I could go for Brittany. If I could get a CB on them anyway. It wants me to invade France to get access to the sea. It doesn't work like that. I've improved relations with France, and then the games are suddenly like, hey, do this. Who are you invading? You're invading... do these guys have any allies? And the Umayyads, if the Umayyads get access through these and these, they could give Catalonia significant issues. And I've got a regency when this could be a pretty good time to strike, so thanks game, you little shit. So, looks like I've got the Diplo to get this up again, so I will. That should put my income into the positive. Yes, it does. Yes. So that's pretty good. Oh god, no, go away anti-malware, I do not need you right now. So it's going to take quite a deal of development before I get to a stage where I'm strong enough to... France does not like the Fatimid, Kievan Rus or England. So Castile is being it's actually being annexed, so that's something. They're loyal to Lyon, so yeah, they're not going to break through here. Lyon is basically going to become a little bit too powerful for my liking, but they are an administrator. They shouldn't be a concern. They might even be favourable towards me, you see. It's not very far off of reality to see that happening. Let's get that as an alliance then. If I use them, I can... Since they're an administrator, I'd imagine they'd not want tons and tons of land. Zaragoza just declared war on him. Yep, an alliance is definitely a reality now. At least with these ones. France, I still want an alliance with them due to their incredible strength at the moment. In comparison to the Iberian Peninsula, France is literally probably able to take most, if not all of it, on at once. So they have 13,000. That gives us around 20,000 in total. Boy oh boy do I wish I could actually, like, attack these guys right now, because look at this. Catalonia is going to fall. And I'd imagine they're most likely going to suffer at least most of their provinces vanishing. So that's about 20,000 Muslims there. These guys have even worse alliances to engage through. So Lyon is... they're building up further. So I've improved relations with them. Where's the other diplomat? He's fabricating a claim. So let's see. If I get a few military techs, or get up to the military tech they're on, first of all I'll get access to new units, which actually lose an offensive pip in morale, which is a little gutting, but they do gain 2 offensive pips in fire, which I think makes up for it. So with 20k on that, that is going to last a while though, but it's not going to last, you know, 10 years for this idiot. Well, not idiot, he's pretty good to get on the throne. Gutting. But Lyon, who is a defensive ally, they're a defensive ally, guys. Once they have Castile eaten up, I'd imagine I'd be able to use them to great effect against Zaragoza, and maybe whatever happens over here, which would be either Valencia or Catalonia still. Since I could imagine Catalonia might get away with just losing 2 provinces or such. Say Valencia takes those 2. Zaragoza continues their war and they just get nothing out of it really, unless they vassalize. Which would be interesting. Who's leading the siege? It's Valencia. But yeah, the Muslims are having a much easier time with their alliances than the Christians to the north. But my aim for this campaign, I'm not sure if I stated it clearly, but is control the entirety of that Iberian Peninsula. That's my short-term goal to achieve in just about 200 years, which should be plenty of time to do that. My medium-term goal is actually control all of Africa up to the Suez Canal. That I would want to achieve within another 200 years. The long-term goal is take over France and Italy, Anatolia, and see if I can connect up my African lands to my European lands around the Mediterranean. Then again, I might instead focus on a shorter one that controls Western Europe. So say along there would be the line. Not positive on what I want the exact borders to be yet, but I'd like to own a lot of things. And I have almost got the opportunity to expand this base tax again, so I shall when I can. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. This episode has come to a stop. Either way, I'll see you soon in the next episode. Bye for now.